Well, that just complicates things even more. Just when we thought things were getting good on the business back to your old self, Hyrule Castle seems to be imprisoned in a cube. Not like a... Excuse you? Don't you know any manners? Oh, you're gonna get it! You are so gonna get it. I'm gonna drag this out. I'll appreciate that view. I even got a cool camera angle for it and everything. And you had to ruin it for me? Ah, these boblins, man. They might be a minor nuisance, but man, they can make things like what I was trying to do, like just ruined. They can just ruin things. What I was trying to say is that I guess Hyrule Castle's encased in a diamond of Twilight, it looks like. In any case, we got our own objective first, is to go back to Faron Woods. Greetings all, it's Blue Knight, and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. Previously? Do I have to go there? No, it has to be a little further in. I believe. Was it north or south? I think it was north. I hope it's north. Previously we completed the Lake Man Temple, got the last few shadow pieces, but then we had a run-in with Zant, Midna's arch nemesis it seems from the Twilight. He did hurt Midna a lot, but we were able to save her by getting her to Zelda, and it looks like she's back in tip-top form, but it looks like Zelda has now disappeared, as well as Hyrule Castle has become a prison of Twilight again. I guess that's where Zelda ended up, but she got imprisoned in the Twilight once more. So today, we're gonna head into the Secret Grove, which is located here in Faron Woods, and make our way to finding the Blade of Evil's Bane, the Master Sword. So Zelda, she's speaking my language now. Getting the Master Sword is like one of my favorite parts of any Zelda game. It's rough having to watch a shop in its popular part of town. Oops, sorry. Didn't do that. The other day my master got mad at me for letting a thief steal stuff. I was so frustrated I put my water in the oil urn. Oh. Wow. Well, I guess that said isn't treat this guy very well. Master probably didn't get much praise growing up. Ouch. Yeah, just when we thought Koro was an upstanding guy, apparently he's not that kind to his bird, at least from his bird's point of view. What was your name again? Trill. Trill's point of view. So to get to the Secret Grove, look who we happen to run into. Oh, and looks like our little monkey friend is once again in all kinds of trouble. I guess some things haven't changed. Able to dispel those puppets of sorts and save our little cute monkey friend again. Did you save me? Thank you! Listen, since you're so nice, let me tell you something. There's a really pretty wooded area on the other side of this cliff. I climbed over there, but when I tried to get deeper to the woods, those guys attacked me. What's in those woods anyway? I hope you were gonna know that. What I found over there on the other side of the cliff. It smells so familiar. It smells a bit like a green-clad prince who helped me out once. Even holds Link in my regard when he was in human form too. How nice. So to get over to this grove, we have to go on this stump. So there's another section of forest beyond this cliff. Alright, Link, let's go. And now we'll make our way over there with Midna re-imbued with power. And once again, we can make these long jumps thanks to her back in full health. I gotta really give props to Midna. Even when she was in the worst state imaginable, she was still thinking of Link. So, you're really goes to show just how much of a good heart she has, regardless of her usual attitude. Unfortunately, since we're now in wolf form, we don't have access to any of our equipment, so having to wait for bridges like that to go by, we'll have to wait for that to happen on its own will, aka by Mother Nature's time. Watch out for those hazards. And looky looky! Found ourselves another howling statue. I think I got that down. Up, down, up, down, middle, up. I got the right rhythm, but not the right timing. That didn't even sound right. I have no idea how the game counted that. Not gonna complain though. We're finally back here. Wherever this place is. Let teachings of old pass to you. Take sword in hand and find me. That tune was another piece borrowed from Ocarina of Time. That was the prelude of light. And light is something that we definitely want to have fully in our world again. And it looks like this one is a little on the south entrance from Castletown. I think I know the location specifically, but I don't know the exact spot. You can also see that there are these clocks now on the minimap as well. Yeah, they zoom out too. So the HD version, one good addition they made is that the number of posts that you beat and remaining are tracked on the map. So I'm guessing all those clocks must represent the pose that we can hunt down now. It's a really good addition they made. Speaking of stuff like light, in Japanese, the Hyrule in that version of the game is referred to as the Sacred Realm. So Hyrule and the Sacred Realm are actually one the same in Japan. As you stumbled into the Sacred Grove. Well, if you hear that tune, sounds really familiar, isn't it? Almost like we're in the Lost Woods of sorts. Pretty sure that's what this is, though. It's supposed to be the Lost Woods in this game. Okay, even I can't get this wrong. I hope. Never mind, I got it wrong. There we go, second time. Even I know, as someone who doesn't really recognize small Zelda music like that too much, even I know that's Zelda's Lullaby. Very appropriate that we got that shortly after meeting with Zelda again sometime back. And look who else has returned. Another familiar face from Zelda lore. It's the Skull Kid. And it seems like he's the one that's been summoning those puppets that was harassing our little monkey friend. Well, I think it's time for us to teach Skull Kid a lesson in how to respect people and their personal space. That's why I'm not harassing them. So these puppets are gonna come down constantly in fours. They kinda act as help fodder, so don't pay attention to them too much. The key here is to listen carefully to where Skull Kid's music is playing. That way you'll be able to identify, as I'm getting turned around already, that way you'll be able to identify where he's gone in the Sacred Grove. And of course I got turned around in the one pathway that had one way forward and one way back. It's only me. My sense of direction is getting worse and worse as time goes on. So what we have to do is to get the Skull Kid when we find him, and of course hit him. Because how else he's gonna learn his lesson? I love the rendition of the Lost Woods song here. I don't know, just seems more peaceful, more sublime, I guess, than the two that we're all really familiar with. But it still does a good job in its own way. Which is a really interesting juxtaposition of us getting chased out by Skull Kid's puppets. Yeah, take that! Don't try to get me! You might be the puppets, but I'll show you that I'll be the master at the end of all this. I went the wrong way. I know he can come up here later. I know that for a fact. I should really pay attention to the music more often because audio cues are going to be very important in getting through this place. I'm pretty sure that's the way back to the entrance, isn't it? I can swear that's where the music was coming from, though. Aha! I was right. Okay, stop going after me. I can only get you guys to not chase me for so long, but fine, if you want to get taken down, then your wish got granted. But let's come back anyways. How can I really prove them wrong? Alright, he's around here somewhere. Is he on the higher ledge? He is! Alright, so I think I know where to go now. Yeah, but I know. Don't rush me, girl. I'm just going my own pace. I know you're getting pissed off about the puppets. Trust me, I'm not a fan of them either. You can deal with them though. He says as he gets smacked in the face. There. The Skull Kid's gonna be all the way up here. And fight. More like we're just ramming our head into his head, so it's like a headbutt. Certainly moves fast, I'll give her that. Okay, Benda, fine, I'll let you speak. No matter how many times you defeat these things, they just keep coming back, Link. We gotta lay down a field of dark energy and beat them all at once. Alright. I kinda forgot about that. I don't know, I think my mind was just so occupied with Minna being in peril for a while that I kinda forgot that she could do that attack again now. Man, it even crossed my mind to think of doing that. You know her most powerful ability? That I completely neglected. Minna, I don't mean to be doing anything wrong by you. I like you. I really like you a lot. I didn't even do that, I just forgot. Where's the music coming from now? I'm hoping I'm going the right direction. Since there's no mini-map here, you gotta rely on your senses and listening to where the music's going. And we see that's where Skull Kid is. No, this is not the way to get to him. Why not investigate that area for a bit? Get rid of those stupid pests. Ah! More puppets coming down. Just trying to figure out how to get up there. I don't think there's any way we could dig up there, or digging's not like an essential part we have to do. Maybe we do have to go through here after all. I might have guessed myself. Yeah, because we have to go up here. This was the spot we were at earlier. I thought this could have come up a little later. That's why I didn't think of checking this place twice, or giving a good, thorough look. And boom! Skull Kid, though, he's one persistent little creature, you gotta give him that. He's going away and continue to cause mischief, but then again, that is his nature. Yeah, we could be over here. This should be... Yeah, this should be the final spot where we can actually encounter Skull Kid. Yep, he's getting mad. So we're gonna be going through a little boss fight of sorts. But the same method to attack him applies. He's just gonna be warping around this place now. All we have to do is get to him and attack him as fast as we can. Try not to keep your attention on the puppets too much, if they can only act as health fodder at best. The best time to attack Skull Kid might be when he's trying to summon puppets, but even then, the timing might be a little weird. Since you can't really like keep your eye on him at all times. Especially since when he's on a place like that. Because that way you can't get onto the platform fast enough. Something like that where it's a little low to the ground, that can be more optimal in trying to get an opening on him. The more we attack him though, the more puppets he does continue to spawn. So he ain't giving up. Then again, neither way. Where is he? Ah, there you are! Aha! Gotcha! Right here, summoning more puppets. Seems to go like almost every time he was trying to bring more to the field. Bye! Well, at least we were able to stop him from causing more mischief. And now we've got the way forward. Bring us one step closer to the Master Sword. Oh, now these guys, I remember them. They are gonna be a headache to deal with. It just felt wrong to interrupt Zelda's lullaby. I know that's the second time we heard it, but it just doesn't feel right to me. Plus, I like that song a lot. One of my favorite small tunes of Zelda history ever. What I don't like it, oh, it's that butt shot. But of these guys too. We are guardians of this land. Guide us to where we once stood. Only then can you enter the true Sacred Grove. So this is a puzzle. Also, this looks kind of weird because I'm not used to seeing this inverted. Again, Wii version. I played that a lot back in the day. So I'm going to show you what these guys are all about. Every time you move in one direction... Oh! I didn't even get stepped on like that. Every time you move in one direction, they'll move in the opposite. If one lands on you, as we saw, then you'll start over. Although you have the ability to manually say that you can't start over, I think by hitting... yeah, by hitting A. So right here, you either quit or try again. This can be very annoying if you don't know what you're doing. And I have never been able to solve this without a guide before. Also, if we try to do that, they won't try to move at all. So you gotta be really careful in where to look. I mentioned that I haven't been able to solve this without a guide before, and you know what? Today, it's not going to be any different. I have directions listed out that I am going to go by verbatim what I got written down to get ourselves through this quicker because I've never been able to solve this on my own, and I ain't starting today. These kind of puzzles are not my strong suit. So yes, I am cheating it away, but I am not going to spend like 2 hours trying to get through this. Besides, it's almost 2:30 in the morning for me. I don't want to be here when I haven't gotten to eat dinner yet. So if you're having trouble where to go, copy what I'm doing. Then you'll be fine. I think left is next. Then up twice. One, two, then left. Down twice. And then right. This should work. And up. Heck yeah! Like I said, I don't care if I cheated. I'm not gonna spend hours on it trying to figure this out. Go now to the sacred place, beast. We yield passage to the sacred grove. This thing is the embodiment of the evil magic that Zack cast on you. It's definitely different from our tribe's shadow magic. Careful. If you touch it, you'll turn back into a beast. This thing is too dangerous. It's probably for the best if we just leave it here, huh? But on the other hand, if we kept it, you'd be able to transform into a beast anytime you wanted. Yes, since Zach was kind enough to give this to us, we should be thankful using all we can. If you need it, just call me. I want to keep a low profile, so I'll hide in your shadow when you're human. But I can change you whatever. You can be a wolf anytime you like. Also, thanks to this thing, you can warp whatever you want by switching to wolf form. Hey, but listen, Lake, I've got a little favor to ask. Would you mind coming with me to find something called the Mirror of Twilight? It's hidden somewhere in Hyrule. Yes, the Mirror of Twilight, our last potential link to Zant. I love everything about this. First of all, yes, we've got the Master Sword. Getting the Master Sword is one of my favorite parts whenever I play a Zelda game. It's like the one thing, the one constant I always look forward to whenever I play a Zelda game. It's like, when can I get the Master Sword? When can I get the Master Sword? When we finally have it, it's such a joyous occasion for me. I never get tired of looking at this thing. Like, no matter what game it's in, it's always been one of my favorite video game weapons ever, just for the look of it and how shiny it looks. Not to mention, it's pretty formidable too. I mean, it's the very essence of dispelling evil. How can you not love about that? How can you not love that? Also, our health changed too whenever we got the Master Sword, so that's another neat touch. It's also been auto-assigned to us from the get-go. We don't have to go to our collection screen to change it at all. And on a somewhat unrelated but otherwise related note, not to mention this place looked really pretty before we got the Master Sword and now after too. Midna, I absolutely adore her. Like, she she's the like not a total 180, but has warmed up to like so much in a short amount of time. I guess a near-death experience will do that to anybody. But I love just how much more caring she is to Link now, and how much more friendly and cooperative she is. She doesn't seem like a means to an end anymore. She seems like it's more of like a companion of sorts. Not to mention that she can hold her own in battle too, and we can change into wolf form and warp whenever we want, something that will open so much to us from this point on. The only catch is, whenever we want to warp or turn to a wolf, we have to be sure that no one sees us. That's the only catch. So someplace in a location like this, perfect use for you to either transform or to warp away to another location. What's great about Midna is that they don't completely take away what made her so lovable before. They keep that, but they add on to what makes her so great to begin with. Like, we'll see her continue to be her sassy, snarky self, but when it comes to interacting with Link, she's a lot more friendly, and I'll admit, in a lot of shots we'll see in the rest of this game, a lot more cuter too. I mean, did you see the way she was leading on Link during one of the scenes in that last sequence? It's just little moments like that that make me love Midna all the more. She's just like the best companion ever in Zelda. You'll probably hear a lot of people say that about Midna, and I'm in that camp too. I adore Midna so much. I mean, I might like Fi, and I do have a little bit of a soft spot for Navi, but Midna, without question, the best Zelda companion ever. I mean, it's the reason why she got a Hyrule Warriors, right? She was way too popular to be left out of that, and rightfully so, she got to be in that game too. So this wasn't the only place that you could see Midna in her complete splendor. With all that now out in the open, now that I've said all that, next time, I think I'm gonna stay here for a little bit and continue to admire the scenery of this place. As next time, we are going to start going around the place and collecting a lot of stuff. What I said a lot has opened up to us now that we have not just a Master Sword, but more importantly, the Shadow Crystal that Zed embedded in us not too far back. We've got a lot of side stuff to do before we continue advancing with the main story. And the start of our huge collectathon as we now try to find out where the Mirror of Twilight is actually begins right here in the Sacred Grove. It's not too far from the exit, and we'll get those things in the next episode. Until we meet again, farewell for now.